beginning of 100,000 mile physical achievement. It might not be the beginning though, because I had contacted Guinness World Records to do my 100,000 miles as a world record, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. So if they get back to me, I will restart this at mile 1 and go all the way to 100,000. But if they get back to me and it is a negative, then this run right here is the beginning of the 100,000 mile. And I'll do it till it's done. Record every mile on my GoPro here. Hopefully this first video works. I did the test before. It's funny though. YouTube will upload the 5.3K videos from a GoPro, but TikTok won't. And I've noticed too that when you try to upload a 4K video on TikTok, or no, when you try to load a 5.3, it says 4K videos don't work. But then when you try to upload a 4K video, it works. So I don't know if it just worked on short ones, or I'll have to learn how that works as I go along here. So this one here is in 4K, so I can upload it to both YouTube and TikTok. But yeah, for those of you who have watched my videos before, I did start a 100,000 mile race about a month ago, but that wasn't getting any interest at all. So I kind of changed my idea of what to do. Got cars and roads, so I gotta stop. But anyways, yeah. I changed it from a race to a world record attempt instead. And it has been nobody crazy enough to attempt the speed record of 100,000 miles. So if Guinness accepts my attempt, I'll be setting the record. And I'm guessing you can do it in 18 years, give or take. There is a website for people to go on and list, write out their 100,000 mile achievements. There's about 100 and so people on that, and everyone that I've seen haven't done it faster than 20 years, nor have they videoed every mile. That website is just on the honor system. So for this, I intend to video every single mile with this brand new GoPro, which works out pretty good. Their stabilization works well, I noticed. I know I was videotaping on a phone before and it was all over the place. Bouncy as heck. Just crappy. So I splurged and got the GoPro with all the accessories, all the mounts. Right now I'm using a chest mount, and I might use a head mount at some point. There's a clippy mount and a wrist mount and all kinds of different ones. One of them that's kind of cool is a floating mount. You can put the GoPro in like a crick or something and suspend it under the water about a foot, and you can see all the fish and whatnot. That's kind of cool. I might do that for the fun of it at some point in my life. So yeah. If you can see the corner in the distance, That's my half-mile marker for my usual daily run from home. I intend to do most of my runs in the woods though, camping, just like the videos where I started the race. Those are all in the wilderness, so some of them will be from my house. Winter's coming up and I don't think I want to spend the whole winter in the national forest where it's like 30 below constantly, but I will sometimes. It's about 20 degrees now. A frost will be in the ground probably tomorrow, I'd say. Not quite yet. Once the frost is in the ground, then it's cold. When you're running, your feet get colder. There's my GPS. And a little rev on it. Well, I'm not much of a talker, so as I do my 100,000 miles here, I doubt I'll be talking the whole time. But I'll try to talk as much as I can to make the videos more interesting. Otherwise it's just scenery, repetitive scenery when I'm at home here, but not when I'm in the woods. That scenery is much better. That's, I guess, why a person goes to the woods, in theory. Passing the big Krieger farm here. They're adding on this year. I don't know what they're all building, but probably more barns and sheds. Train. So yeah, for my accomplishment here, 100,000 miles, I'm 45 years old, and I've done over 100,000 miles already in my life, but I never recorded them, never logged them, just did them for my racing as a training. I also do ultra marathons. I think currently I'm ranked, I believe, 37 right now in North America for total miles raced this year. I was 21 at a time, but a couple months here where I didn't do many because there aren't many ultras in Wisconsin in the fall and the winter. I do travel across the country to some of them, but not much. My buddy Richard, on the other hand, he's ranked number 5. He travels all over the country. He's kicking butt. He does 100-milers almost every weekend, every other weekend. He's got double the miles I've got this year in racing. I don't know what his total in training is though. Richard Tenaglia. You want to look him up. Next year he's doing a world record attempt of his own too. He's doing a triathlon one where he's going to first he's going to cross the country in the bike and then swim across Lake Erie and then do the Appalachian Trail both front and back, or back and forth, I mean, all in 1 year. I don't know if that's even possible to do all that in 1 year. But it'd be cool. I told him I'd join him on some of the Appalachian Trail part. I'm not much of a biker. I like running and hiking more. And I can't swim at all. So that part I'm definitely not joining him in on. Should have wore 2 socks. My feet are cold already. On the top of the hill here at the intersection is the mile marker. See how close my GPS is here. Oh yeah. Right on, a little before the end of the road is the mile marker. I'm just gonna do 3 miles total here, I think, just so I can make sure that these 3 miles get uploaded right and count towards 100,000 mile videoing. Now we're on a busier road. Tractors everywhere. Cold. Holy cow. I'm wearing 3 layers, but I don't think it's enough. Should have did 4. Usually I do 4 in the winter. Look, this farmer's waiting for me. He's a nice guy. Most of them don't do that. A lot of the times these guys with the big trailers will turn left, not realizing that the trailer lags, and I'll have to stop then. One time one person almost hit me. Oh man. These shoes suck. I think I have to retire my Vaporflies here. I did the whole year with them. About 5,500 miles on one pair of shoes. They're toast now. Yeah, this will be the last time I wear these shoes. This is horrible. They're going into the collection of old running shoes. I got 100 of them. I just can't seem to throw them away. I'm like Sheldon Cooper with my running shoes. The closet is full of them. So much sentimental value and memories. Come on, Nick. Snap out of it. They're just shoes. Shoes you'll never wear again. There's another building they're building. I haven't been able to figure out yet what this building is. It doesn't look like a barn per se. Unless it looks like there's like individual stalls in there. So maybe it is different stanchions for cows. I don't know. I guess we'll know when it's done. Oh shit, now this guy is... Well, I have to stop. That's a big freaking tractor, let me tell you. Good thing I'm not trying for speed this morning. I hate stopping when I'm trying for speed. Oh, I can't wait to get back and never wear these shoes again. I think I was wrong earlier when I said the frost isn't in the ground. No, it's in the ground. It's really hard. That's definitely frost. Usually this ditch line is much softer than it is now. So yeah, winter's officially here in northern Wisconsin. We'll have like 4 months of it now. Ugh. You think if you lived here, you get used to the winter, but you really never do. It's a dreaded part of the year that you... It would be alright if it only lasted like a couple of months. It'd be nice then, but it doesn't. It just goes on forever. So much snow, so much cold. Here's a turnaround for a 3-mile run. Oh, yeah, we're at 1.3 or 1.53 miles. So it'll be 3 when I get back. Oh crap, another freaking tractor. They're relentless. That's another reason, a good reason for running in the woods. You don't have to deal with traffic, farm machinery, nothing but clear roads, or not roads, but clear deer paths. I think that guy was Santa Claus. He had a big old white beard. So yeah, first 3 miles of my 100,000 mile attempt, but I'll have to start over if Guinness reaches back and says my record attempts approved. I know they say it takes 12 weeks, but the last time I tried to do a record, it took like a week for him to get back, and it's been almost a week. Last year I tried to do greatest average daily mile for a year, and it's too high. I can't do it. I'm more of a longer distance runner than that even. I can go at it every year, and I have been since I was 16. I think when I was 16, I started with about 1,000 miles that year, And I've just been steadily increasing ever since to about 5,500 now. So actually, if it does keep increasing as I get older, I'll get this 100,000 miles done in quicker than 18 years. Because I know a lot of my ultra running friends, they're much older than I am, and they are at their physical peak in their 50s, 60s. So yeah, I'm only 45, and hopefully I just keep doing more and more miles per year. Or maybe I'll just level off. Who knows? Time will tell. Probably in future videos, I'll do some when I'm talking to the camera. I know it's pretty hard to change the angle of these GoPros as they're on my chest. They'll go up and down, but not all the way around. I'm wearing a face mask now anyways, so you don't get to be blessed with my beautiful face anyways. Yeah, I'm definitely regretting my decision of only wearing 3 layers, especially in the lower, in my legs. That gets cold. Actually, no, I'm only wearing 1 pants layer and 2 shorts layers. Usually in the winter I'll wear 2 pants layers and 2 shorts layers. Enough to keep my extremities from freezing. But this ain't. Well, I hope this video works and I'm able to upload it on both TikTok and YouTube. I don't have any other social media accounts other than Facebook. Actually, I did start a website for the race, so maybe I'll change that from the race to the record attempt. Maybe I can upload videos on that too. I don't know. We'll find out. I wish people would have joined me in on my 100,000 mile race. That would have been more fun. Have people to do this with me. Well, I guess anybody can just join me in anyways, but yeah, 100,000 miles will be awfully lonely. Maybe I'll talk to myself more. Because I won this GoPro. Maybe it'll be less lonely then. Maybe I'll evolve myself into being a talker. Wouldn't that be a thing? On the last mile here of the 3-mile run, down the hill, go back the same way. Let's see where we're at in the GPS unit. 2.11, 25 minutes. I didn't start the GPS. I didn't start running right when I started the GPS. I was in the house for a bit. So it's about a mile running a minute off. Actually, it's probably more than that. It's probably a couple minutes. Usually I do these training runs at 11 and a half minutes per mile. If I'm feeling like a speed day, they'll be under 10. And if I go to the track, they'll be like 8 or 9 minute miles. You can't go to the track often though, because it's the only track in my town is at a school. I'd feel awkward running around a track all day while there's school taking place. Usually only go to the track on weekends. And now that the snow's gonna fly, can't go there either because they don't remove the snow from the track. Maybe this year they will. It's still on. Yeah, it's still on. It's kind of handy. You can't see the screen on a GoPro from this angle, but you can see the red light flashing that the video is still going. Then in the end, this will be a 36-minute video. Hopefully it doesn't affect my ability to upload it anywhere. Some of my videos will be hours long. Some of them will be shorter. Usually I do like 4 or 5 different runs throughout every day. And I average 15 to 20 miles a day, usually. So it'll be a lot of hours worth of me running and walking uploaded onto YouTube and TikTok. Not really the most exciting hours ever spent if you watch them all, but maybe you like the sound of my soothing voice. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to have every mile as video proof that I actually did it. Because like I said before, I've done 100,000 miles before, probably about 125 in my life, but none of them are recorded, or 99% of them aren't recorded on video. So having them all on video makes it a better achievement in my eyes. Plus I'm going to be aiming to do it fast, if you want to consider 18 years fast. It'll give me kind of I don't know what word I'm looking for, an identity, give me a focus in life. It's kind of how I came up with this idea, just sitting in my tent, realizing how fun it would be to just focus on an actual mileage and videotape it all and be able to show everyone that I did it. And most of the people in my life know that I run all the time, and they know I've probably logged 100,000 miles. But I tell a stranger that, they don't get it, and they don't believe me. Just like as all you other ultra runners know. Yeah, I can't wait to get this last half mile done and get out of these shoes. This is horrible. I've yet to run on the frost with these vapor flies with the holes in the heel. my heels in direct contact with the frozen ground, it don't feel good. I'll have to break out some new Vaporflies that I've had in reserve, ready to go. I love me some Vaporflies. I also use Alpha Flies. I was at the 10 days in the Dome race last summer, and the Alpha Flies were the better shoe in that circumstance because they absorb more shock. The Pettit Ice Center Dome, the ground is like 3 feet of concrete, and they only put like a half-inch rubber mat over it, but the mat don't help. It's hard ground, so the Alpha Flies are definitely the shoe of choice there. But the Alpha Flies, in my opinion, are slower. It's like in the Vaporflies, I move faster, so therefore, like, it's weird how it works. Like my body knows I'm moving faster, so it'll release more chemicals like adrenaline and endorphins, and it's just a better run then. It's a weird phenomenon. And then, like, when I slow down, my body knows I'm slowing down, and it'll release less chemicals. And it's like when you hit the wall. When you hit the wall, your body just stops producing the trance chemicals, and you just, like, practically stop in your tracks. But I save my Alpha Flies for races. They're expensive. Vaporflies are much cheaper, especially the ones I use. I'm still using Vaporfly 3. I want to get some 4s, but I've been spending so much money on races lately for this GoPro. I gotta wait to get those. Usually my morning runs are like 6 or 7 miles, and I'm breaking this one in half so I can make sure my video uploads right. So after I make sure they upload, I'll go out and do another one in more socks and better shoes, more layers. Past the highway on the home stretch through the trailer court. So yeah, if anybody wants to join me on this excitement, I'm here in Shawano, Wisconsin, Richmond Estates, lot 38. Send a message on social media. I'll get back to you. Anybody else feels like they want to do some miles, want to do 100,000 miles with me, that would be awesome. I'm sure at some point I will transition my website to my world record attempt. Currently it's got my novels on it, so I'll probably have a dual purpose for my website of nicholaswoodkey.com. What are we looking at here? Almost 3. We'll get her to 3 before we stop moving.